To be honest, lions aren't just big cats. They're the kings of the jungle, and they've got a whole lot more going on than you might think. But here's the real kicker. These majestic beasts aren't even found in jungles. That's right, folks. The so-called king of the jungle actually prefers open grasslands and savannas. Now, picture this. You're out on the African savanna, and suddenly you hear a deep, rumbling roar that shakes you to your core. That's the sound of a lion. And let me tell you, it's not something you'll forget anytime soon. But where exactly can you find these magnificent creatures? Well, they're mostly hanging out in sub-Saharan Africa, with a small population in India's Gir forest. It's like they've got their own exclusive club, and not everyone's invited. Now, let's talk about what's on the menu for these big cats. Lions aren't picky eaters, that's for sure. They'll chow down on anything from zebras and wildebeest to smaller prey like impalas and wolves. And get this, they can eat up to 70 pounds of meat in a single sitting. That's like me trying to eat 70 cheeseburgers in one go. Spoiler alert, I can't. But lions aren't just about eating. They've got a pretty sweet lifestyle when they're not hunting. These lazy cats spend up to 20 hours a day just lounging around, napping, and grooming each other. It's like they're on a permanent vacation. Unlike us, they don't have to worry about deadlines or traffic jams. Must be nice, right? Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of lion characteristics. First off, they're big. Like, really big. An adult male can weigh up to 550 pounds and measure up to 10 feet long from nose to tail tip. That's taller than most basketball players when they stand on their hind legs. And speaking of males, let's talk about that iconic mane. It's not just for show, folks. That luxurious hair helps them look bigger and more intimidating to other males. It's like nature's version of a tough guy haircut. But here's where things get interesting. When it comes to the circle of life, lions are definitely at the top of the food chain. They're apex predators, which means they don't have any natural predators of their own. Well, except for one, US. But that's a whole other story. Now, let's dive into the juicy stuff. Mating season. It's like a soap opera out there on the savannah. Male lions are all about defending their territory and their pride. They'll fight off other males, sometimes to the death, just to keep their spot as the head honcho. Female lions, on the other hand, are the real MVPs of the pride. They do most of the hunting and take care of the cubs. Talk about girl power! When it's time to mate, females will mate with the pride male multiple times a day for several days. It's like a lion version of speed dating, but with more roaring and less swiping right. Now, here's where things get really interesting. When a lioness gets pregnant, she doesn't suddenly start craving pickles and ice cream. Instead, she becomes even more protective and may isolate herself from the pride as her due date approaches. It's like she's nesting, but instead of buying a crib, she's finding a safe spot to give birth. And when those cute little cubs are born, oh boy, that's when the real fun begins. Lionesses are super protective moms. They'll hide their cubs for the first few weeks of life, only introducing them to the pride when they're about 6 weeks old. It's like a lion version of a baby shower, but with more teeth and claws. But here is the kicker. Male lions are exactly winning any Father of the Year awards. In fact, they can be downright dangerous to cubs, especially if they're not the father. It's like a twisted version of You're Not the Father. On Mori, but with much higher stakes. So, who's bringing home the bacon in a lion family? Well, it's not the males, that's for sure. Female lions are the primary providers, doing most of the hunting for the pride. The males, they're more like the security guards, protecting the pride's territory from other males. It's a division of labor that works for them, even if it seems a bit unfair to us. Now, let's talk about what makes lions so lovable. Despite their fierce reputation, there's something undeniably majestic about these big cats. Maybe it's their powerful build, or their piercing eyes, or that impressive mane, or maybe it's the way they yawn, showing off those massive teeth in a way that's somehow both terrifying and adorable. But here's the thing! Lions aren't just cool to look at! They play a crucial role in their ecosystems. As apex predators, they help keep herbivore populations in check, which in turn helps maintain the balance of the entire ecosystem. It's like their nature's way of saying, "You're welcome. Now, I know what you're thinking." This is all great, but how do I know it's true? Well, folks, here's the deal. Scientists have been studying lions for decades, observing their behavior in the wild and in protected reserves. They've documented everything from their hunting techniques to their social structures. So when I tell you that a lion can sleep for 20 hours a day, you can bet your bottom dollar it's true. But here's the sad part. Despite their strength and majesty, lions are facing some serious challenges. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching are all taking their toll on lion populations. It's like they're the kings of a shrinking kingdom. So, what can we do? Well, for starters, we can support conservation efforts. There are lots of organizations out there working to protect lions and their habitats. And hey, if you're ever lucky enough to see a lion in the wild, remember to keep your distance and respect their space. They may look cuddly, but trust me, you don't want to get on their bad side. And speaking of getting on someone's good side, why not hit that subscribe button for more amazing animal facts? Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. It's going to be wild. So there you have it, folks. Lions, the kings of the savanna, the ultimate apex, predators, and possibly the world's laziest cats. They may not rule the jungle, but they sure do rule our hearts. And remember, in the grand circle of life, we're all connected. So let's do our part to make sure these magnificent creatures stick around for generations to come. After all, what would the world be without the mighty roar of the lion?